Hey, it must be Friday. What's up, Joe?
What's going
Yo,
on, Patrick?
real quick, I got a question for you. So I got thinking,
Oh shit.
what's the best way to capitalize on a Friday?
Threesome.
Yes. And Friday's the perfect time for a safety meeting.
Safety meeting. See, he
Safety
ain't never
meeting.
ready, people. He over there searching for it. I'm already pre-rolled and ready. Blunts is the way to go, people. Or even joints if that's what you're into, but old school.
So what's up, everybody? How's it going, YouTube? How's it going, everybody who streams us and listens? Once again, thank you for stopping in, checking us out. We have us another motherfucking safety meeting, and we got some
Fucking
shit to talk about tonight.
fucking
However,
Decepticons got
I
you.
forgot to check my bowl, so I'm just gonna ghost ball at the moment. Cheers, Joe. I'm fucking sucking out at life at the moment, just a little bit. So
Yeah.
what's good, bro?
Not much, man. I've been looking into this thing called the Blue Light Project. Or no, sorry, the
The what?
Project Blue Beam.
Project Bluebeam.
Yeah.
Okay, you sent me a link. You sent me a link earlier. You brought it to my attention. I did not get the chance to research it. So if you would go ahead and
Bro,
elaborate.
essentially all it is it goes along with the whole New World Order conspiracy. What it is that is how they're going to enact it. And there's four different stages, right? And the first stage is to fake an alien invasion. Now, if you think about it, they're kind of prepping you guys. They've been prepping us for that one for years. When you think about the movie Mars Attacks, perfect example. That was a
Right?
movie where the Martian, where they came here, and we were all happy and joyful, like, oh shit, we're gonna meet the aliens, we're gonna slap some alien cheeks. And then what happens? The little motherfucker comes out, someone did something wrong, and he shot him in the face. Alien invasion. You know, Hollywood's
So
been
you're
kind of getting
saying.
normalized to us.
So what you're saying. So what you're saying is basically the first part is just fake an alien invasion,
Yep.
which once that stimulus bill got passed, back in January, they had 180 days to release info. So it could be a buildup. They could be preparing for it.
And the reason why they want to fake the alien invasion is to create a one world religion. Because the way they think about it is if we have an invasion of aliens, it causes the whole planet to unite. Because now we all got to
Right.
fight for each other because there's something out there trying to kill all of us because we're just from Earth. You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
So they're trying to
It's a
create
quick way to get everybody on board.
exactly. And then another way they're going to do it is with um, creating storm systems to get pretty much to get people to do what they want, control the weather, which they already have the technology to do it. NASA has the technology to do that for years. They've been able to make hurricanes, snowstorms, rainstorms, earthquakes.
Yo, fun fact. So I can't prove it, but there's been a lot of conspiracy going and affiliated with Texas and how they had that grid lockdown and they lost power.
Yep.
So there's a little bit of funny things like involved with that.
Well,
Uh,
did you know Texas was trying to break off from the United States before that happened?
yeah,
They
they
were they
actually applied. All the lawmakers, everybody was on board to make Texas its own state. So
its
that I
own
think they called
entity.
it secession.
Yeah, it's its own country, its own entity.
So it was passed by the lawmakers. It was passed by any Texas official, and when they tried to promote it to the government immediately shot it down and said, "Well, Texas is a big part of our country. Texas is a big part of our economy,
Yep.
and if they were to branch off, they would have their own laws and rules. And well, we need them. We need their money. So
So
Texas thinks they don't need us. So what happens?
we
This
create a fake
fucking gun.
storm. All right.
Right.
Wipe you guys out. You ain't got no power, no heat, no food. Now what do? Who you got to come to? You got to come to me, Uncle Sam. Come on, I'll
Yep.
come keep you warm. I'll put food in your belly. What's that going to make you do?
Right.
Have a false sense of loyalty. Well, shit, you looked out for me when I needed you the most, so why not?
Right.
People got to think. So we already know that they have the technology to do the fake storm. They have the technology to fake a alien invasion because we can't prove what an alien is and what it's not. They've been starting to slowly release alien information. Why do that? Release what we want to show you so that way we can tell you, listen, the reason why we haven't been showing you anything is because this isn't good, right? Fear mongering.
Brainwash.
And then
Yeah.
another way that they're going to do it is through holographic technology. And by this, what I'm meaning is they have the ability to make it seem like and there's videos on YouTube and stuff like this. Like, yeah, you can say it's photoshopped and all of this, but let's say they really do
Deep
have the tech.
fakes.
Yeah, let's say they really do have the technology to make a hologram of a city in the sky. That happened last year in China. The whole country seen a big ass fucking city just floating in the sky. What are they going to do that for? So that they can
What about
fake
in
so that they can fake biblical prophecies to you to make you think that the end is coming and that I am the Messiah, right? Because what does it say? When the Messiah comes, he brings with him the new city of Jerusalem. So if we have a hologram and fake reality, which they're already getting people used to with a sense of simulation theory, which we've talked about before, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like all this shit links up. Like I really think everybody out there should look into it. Project Bluebeam.
Well, they have these things called deep fakes, and they're really starting to circulate and make and create quite a fluster. And deep fakes is basically using a series of images, clipping a face to another person, and making it look authentic. Right? Everybody kind of is familiar with what a deep fake is, but they've been doing it for so long with holograms and shit. Like,
But
for
here's
example, right?
the thing
I
though.
saw back on a Grammy show a few years ago, Chris Brown did a side by side song with Michael Jackson because they put a Michael Jackson hologram on stage and it looked real. It looked like Chris Brown was doing a fucking duo or a compilation with Michael Jackson. That should have sent off false, not false, but
Yes.
it should have set off buzzers then.
But see, they've been doing it so long and they've gotten so good at it, we can't tell anymore what's truly fake and what's truly not.
Right.
Like, bro, they've proved it. They've had videos. I've seen people splice videos together of Obama and Bush and Trump and all of them of saying things that they've never said in press conferences. You know what I mean? Like you can look up the press conference and look at the whole press conference and he never said these things.
I think there's something behind that though.
Just to prove that it could be done. Like, oh
Right.
hell yeah. Because think about all this shit that they pushing around on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all this shit. Like, who's to say that the things that the people that are getting their news just based off of that you're not seeing fake news? Maybe that's what Trump
Right.
was trying to tell you with fake news. He
Right.
because he knew.
I think, well, I think that definitely plays a role, but I think possibly when he was referring to fake news was the fact that, anytime anybody goes on a news broadcast, they fucking get a script and they read off the script and they do it or they read off a prompter. So no matter what it is, they have to read it. They're obligated. They're contractually obligated.
I mean,
So therefore, they go out and they talk about something that is completely irrelevant and then they really really push it and they push it and they push it because if you tell a lie so many times eventually people are going to believe it. i think
but
i think that's kind of the part of the reason why he was always constantly referring to fake news.
like pretty much this thing that I stumbled across, and all because of TikTok. To be honest with you, there's this kid on TikTok. I can't remember his name right now, but he just does like a bunch of conspiracy theories. And the whole thing with TikTok is they'll put up one part because you can only do a 60-second video, and then say
Yeah.
for part two, like and subscribe. hit that like button, or hit that follow. So that way you have to follow him to watch part two. So he got a follow out of me. I ain't gonna lie. I had to know.
Was that the dude who was doing the experiment with the snow?
No. Yes, I think so.
Young man, he was talking about how he believes that the snow in Texas was fake
Oh no,
because
no, no, no. This is a young black kid that does it. The one you were talking about was a young chubby white kid, right? Put the snow in the
no,
microwave and all like that.
oh well, yeah, there's a couple of different ones. There was one that was a dude. There was a dude who lived in New York. He lived like over near like
Oh yeah, now this
Marcellus
isn't
or
the
some
same guy.
shit. And so he was talking about the concept on how there's conspiracy in Texas that there was fake snow because of the way it dropped, how fast it covered. But little things like people were going outside and grabbing a whole bunch of snow and they were trying to melt it in the microwave and it wouldn't melt. Or they would try to hold a flame to it to see if they could get water for it to produce water. And the snow wasn't melting with fire attached to it. All it was doing was burning. So then they took the snow and they put it in the microwave for 30 seconds. And all it did was create a fucking look like a fireworks display inside the microwave. So then the kid from New York went and did the same exact shit. He went outside, he grabbed some snow, he put a fucking grill lighter to it, and it put a hole straight in the snow and melted the water. Then he took a snowball, went inside, put it in his microwave for 30 seconds. And in 30 seconds, it had started to melt.
See, that's
No
funny
fireworks, no nothing.
because there was a guy that did the same thing down by New York City, and the shit melted in the microwave, but it still didn't burn it with the lighter. He took a grill lighter, and all it did was just put black soot on the bottom of it. I think that has more to do with if you had an ice storm along with the snow. Because more up by like more upstate New York, we had some ice, but we didn't get a lot, right? But Texas got a whole shitload of ice along with that snow. So you're not just burning off the snow, you're not just melting the snow, you have to burn off the ice first. That's where you get the black soot from, right?
I
And
mean, oh yeah,
but the microwave thing is the thing that there's no reason for that. It should melt in the microwave.
right. I mean, if you've been around real snow, and we've lived in New York our whole lives, real snow, even on a regular day, you can go outside and pack a snowball, and if you hold it in your hands for 2 minutes, that shit's gonna melt down to almost nothing.
Yep.
And that's at the regular 98.6 degrees that your temperature of your body runs. And the microwaves run at different, frequencies, or not frequencies, that's the wrong word, but
And and
temperatures.
and with the lighter thing, right? If you were doing that outside and it was cold enough to where it was below the freezing point, you would start to melt the snow and then it would instantly freeze again once it becomes liquid form, causing it never to freeze, causing the black soot and buildup. But that's only for doing it outside during the freezing point. And I'm not a scientist, people. This is just my opinion. I'm probably fucking wrong. I don't know. I'm a stoner. I like to talk about random shit. If you like any of this, hit that like, subscribe, notification bell.
Bing and ping.
And there's also a little share button. Share this motherfucker. Let other people laugh at us.
So Operation Bluebeam,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's what you call it, Operation Bluebeam. It's good to know.
Yep.
It's good to
Yep.
know.
Then there was also Project Blue Book. That one was interesting.
What about what? I've never heard about Project Blue Book either.
It's pretty much the same concept with NASA trying to use storm systems and shit like that to control weather patterns to take over the world. And like why certain people are ending up dead, fake people faking their deaths, like the 27 Club, all these rich famous people that just some reason die at 27 from natural causes or drug overdoses or plane crashes, or, you know,
Or even
car
there's an
car
actor named
acts,
Isaac Cappy.
car accidents that happen underneath bridges.
There's a lot of shit that's starting to come out, man. A lot of shit.
I don't think President
And
Princess
I
Diana is dead.
why is that? Just a
Be-
hunch, or do you know
Basic.
something, or
All right, so let's just take the account into a fact, right? You had all those paparazzi that were chasing her, took all those pictures, right? Not till this day, you still don't have any pictures released of the actual accident itself. You know what I'm saying? You just have pictures of the aftermath. And then seconds after the crash happened, there was another car seen fleeing the scene. All right. No one has ever seen the body or anything like that. It was a closed casket funeral, all that type of shit. Like, I don't know, man. Like maybe if the fact that it just seems staged. There's a bunch of like actual scientists and stuff like that, people that are more what's the word, studied on the situation than I am, that can give you better information. Because like you can research it. It's a whole conspiracy theory right now. But just a gut feeling after
see
everything I've read, I don't think she's dead.
see no, I've also read some things too about the same kind of thing, but and to be honest with you, I didn't buy into a lot of it until it got to a one point. I couldn't tell you the name of the article, couldn't tell you where to find it, guys, but it's the internet. If you look, it's there. Uh, but the part that got me was that they believe that like 25 years ago or whatever it was, I don't remember the exact date that she was murdered, or I mean, whatever. Um, but there's speculation that she moved to a northern region of Canada, right? In some of those big French Canadian areas like Montreal or Winnipeg.
Not highly
And
populated.
right, out and a dense population out in the middle of nowhere, you know, in nature. And like, well, so what does that have to do with anything? But then, what was it, a year ago? Harry and Meghan said they don't want to be a part of the fucking monarchy anymore. And they up and left England and moved to Canada. Now, I'm not saying anything about Canada. I've only just seen small parts of Canada. I don't really know a lot about it. I'm sure it's a beautiful place, but why Canada? Why would you move from London, England to Canada? That's kind of a, it kind of seems like you would only go there because you have a reason to.
Okay. They're
Because,
part they're part of the monarchy, right?
mm,
Who back in ancient times, the monarchy would use the Knights Templar to do their bidding, correct?
right,
Okay. So there's a big theory that the Knights Templar moved the Holy Grail and all this stuff and for somebody, because they emptied out the temple for I can't remember the guy's name. I'm high, but but what if they did this for at the time would have been the Pope, who on this I've said this multiple times. I think there's something evil in the Pope in the Vatican City. I don't think the Catholicism is of God's doing. I think it's masquerading. Um, but that's beyond the point. So let's say they found these items and they wanted to hide it. So we're at the point in time where Americas haven't been found yet. No one knows about it. You want to hide something. Where's the safest place to hide it? On the edge of the
in
planet.
plain sight.
That or on the edge of the planet where no one knows of. Right? So a lot of people think because there's a whole show on the History Network called Oak Island. We talk about it a lot. And there's a lot of evidence that the Knights Templar came here well before Christopher Columbus and hid shit on this island. And
Right.
so, what if, since they were part of the royal family, and the Pope really, at the time, was working for them, which in my opinion means that the Antichrist was in the monarchy's house, they would know where it's at.
How
That's
old is
why
the
they,
queen, anyways? Like 180 years old?
something like that, man. I don't know. I don't think she ever dies.
Lady's been in power for longer than I've been alive. Fuck.
I know. I think the cat's at the door.
Is
I
that
wasn't.
code word for something?
Yeah, it was code word for woman. Get up and let the cat in. But
I don't know, man. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Okay, now I know we've talked about this before multiple times. There is a lot of stuff out there right now, right? There's a lot of stuff out there. It's hard to spot the fake from the real. However, your gut never lies to you. Your
very true.
eyes may be absorbing what it is that you're absorbing, but your heart always or your stomach always tells you whether or not it's fact or crap. They call it intuition. We all have it, folks. If you don't have the ability to decipher between fact and crap, then you're the people that they're targeting right now because you're easily persuaded. You'll fucking buy anything that they sell. And unfortunately, there's a lot more of you kind of people out there as opposed to people who see it for what it is. And what it is a big fucking show. It's a big charade. It's a big facade. And they think that we're dumb. They think that we're stupid. We think that we don't have the capacity to decipher between fact and crap. Sadly mistaken, guys. We know. We get it. We understand. What did you think was going to happen when you locked us down for a whole fucking year? You think we're just going to sit here, collect our money, get fat, play video games, and do drugs? Nope. Fuck no. I know I didn't. I educated myself
We
because
did both.
I always thought things aren't exactly what they seem because they're not what they seem.
We
It
did play.
really isn't.
We did play a lot of video games though.
Not really.
At nighttime, we played a lot of video games.
Yeah, but I mean, that's at
I mean,
nighttime.
I don't
After
play
all of our
during.
responsibilities are done, the kids are in bed, everybody's tucked in bed. That's when I play video games.
I
throughout the
don't play
day.
during the day
Me neither.
unless
I just
JJ's
can't.
sitting there. Unless JJ's sitting there and he asks me to play zombies with him, I'll play around with zombies. But other than that, I don't really play the game during the day. Or
I
I'll
found
turn the
a
game on and I'll play Fortnite for one match and then let the little kids play. That's fun.
right. Fortnite is fun.
Oh,
I
I
don't
meant
care what
it's.
anybody says.
I meant it's more. I meant more like it's fun to watch them play.
Oh,
Bro, I bought this game, Bendy and the Ink Machine, for Eli for his birthday. This is
that's a
a
fucking sick game.
yeah, dude. It's not, yo. It's a little bit more difficult than what you would expect out of a kids game. I don't think it's meant for
It's
like
pretty.
straight kids.
Yeah, dude. The whole premise is you're trying to summon demons.
Yeah, Ink Demons.
I don't think it's right. I don't know. Kaylee tried to play that shit, and we downloaded it. She had it for the Switch, and one day I'm watching her, and as I'm watching her, she is locked in on this screen, and she's literally going back and forth in this room from one door to the other, and neither of the door opens, and she's staring at it so intensely. It looked like she hadn't blinked in 45 minutes. So I'm like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I gotta find this thing so I can release the demon." I'm like, "Uh, what?" Say what now?
I mean, but we played some
Well,
games like that too, though.
yeah, but they weren't disguised as kids' games and
Kind of
cartoon
were.
characters. We're playing war games or first person shooters or third person shooters. Not going around fucking summoning demons off of a page.
Yeah, yeah. We literally
Yeah.
played a video game where we were a fat plumber that had to go and save a princess from a big giant turtle who kidnapped her so that the plumber could get some coochie.
I've never heard Mario be explained that way before, but
Is that not how it worked? You don't think that after he saved her, he got the hit?
well, yeah, I mean, but the bitch is always getting captured every fucking 5 years. It's like, come on, man.
Exactly. And if you want to really think about this, you don't think Bowser was hitting?
Everybody smashed it.
Exactly. Luigi, everybody. Yoshi.
Bitch, bitch needs to start doing kegels.
Bro, her name was even Princess Peach.
All right. It used to be Princess Toadstool.
I don't think that's any better.
I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know. Video games are just getting weirder and weirder. There's this one game I saw on Game Pass. It's called Fractured Minds.
Yeah,
Right? Have you seen it?
it looks weird. I won't download it.
Right. So Fractured Minds. It's basically a game where you're navigating your psyche, trying to figure out what it is inside your own brain, hypothetically in the video game, uh, that makes you suicidal or gives you anxiety or depression and gives you dark thoughts. Really? So there's an emo game. That's basically that's what I gather. It's an emo game where you get to confront your feelings and fight them and take yourself out of the darkness.
Isn't it
Oh wait,
isn't it
but yet then you turn the video game off and your life still sucks. So I don't think it
isn't it
helped.
isn't it weird that we live in a generation full of people that think being depressed is a cool thing? Like it's a thing to be in with. Like it's a style. Like you said, emo. It's literally a type of person. Like this shit sucks, man. Like this shit isn't like I don't know. I just don't understand why we should glamorize it. Because like in my opinion, those people that try to glamorize it, you're not really depressed, man.
You're just having a bad thought. You can't let one bad thought determine the whole outcome of your entire day when you could literally make it go away within 10 minutes.
I think those people that glamorize it are the people that were in high school or when they were younger struggled to have friends. And since they found a group of people that accepted them and thought that they were cool and chill and all that type of shit, they thought, all right, yeah, this is just how I'll be, man. This is what I'm accepted as, so fuck it. And just play, I'm a fake it till I make it type of person. You know what I'm saying? And then now
Yeah.
we got a whole generation of people to where the shit's glamorized. Like I think he's an amazing artist, R.I.P. Juice World. But like perfect example. Like the guy made millions of dollars based off of his own demons that he was fighting. Now, granted, they're demons that a lot of us are fighting, but I don't know.
It's just deep. I gotta get stoned.
It just feels like they want
Yo,
people to be depressed. They want people to be suicidal. Let's keep everybody high on all these medical drugs, these pills that we can prescribe to them, these Percocets that
that's
they
it.
can go to the hospital and get. You know what I mean?
Ding, 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 ding.
So
This
that
man
way,
gets 5 points.
so that way, when we're done, we can at one point we can say, you know what, you're having too much. We're gonna take it away, causing you to have to do illegal activities and now get your high and get your fix that they got you hooked to, creating you to go right back to the place we went. went to last week.
Safety. Real quick, take 1 second, unplug your mic and plug it back in. You're starting to sound really choppy.
Am I still choppy?
No,
All right, there we go.
but it sounded like staticky.
Yeah, it was how I was leaning on the wire. Sorry, people. I want to get new stuff, but I don't know, man. I feel like what's the point? Because there ain't no one watching it. I'm gonna go get a whole new headset. Ain't no one ever gonna watch it, and I'm gonna feel like I wasted the headset.
Nonsense.
So share this with your friends so that I can go buy a headset.
Right.
We accept
Hashtag
we
feeling
accept
safe
Cash
yet?
App. Yep, hashtag feeling safe yet. We accept Cash App donations. We don't have a Cash App, but if you want to donate to us, we would totally set up a Cash App.
Right.
Uh,
I'll come meet you.
that's not how Cash App works, bro.
I know, bro. I don't know shit about technology. Okay.
It's all fake money, bro. Well, it's not fake money because you put money into a bank and then you put that bank money onto the online system of currency, cryptocurrency, and then it gets transferred to you, and then you could transfer it to wherever you want. It's a safe way for you to buy something from somebody online without them having to give you without having to trade bank information.
Right. Which,
Um,
it kind of makes me think of some shit. Like, I don't want to cut you off, but so my nephew brought this to my attention today. Uh, because we go back and forth, we talk about a lot of different things, and
Big Jake,
uh,
my
he's
nigga,
yeah, he
aka
really
Doughboy.
is opening his eyes, and he's learning a lot of stuff on his own without any outside influence, not from me, not from anybody. He's learning his own stuff. So he asked me today. He said, "Think about this. Uh, you there's the cash shortage. The Federal Reserve is giving away more money than they can print. Cryptocurrency is going to be a thing that's going to be forced upon all of us at one point in time, right? And if you think about that, if you submit and get rid of the paper dollar, you get rid of your coins, you convert everything to a card or a Bitcoin or any sort of cryptocurrency. Now everything that you have and worked for is literally attached to a file. And anybody who's anybody can access your fucking money.
Could you imagine
Now,
if that's how you had to clean yourself?
no, just what? No. so no, so
Sorry,
imagine
I
this,
got caught
okay?
staring at the cat.
Now, to me, it sounds like it's the future, and this is the progression of the future, right? But at the same time, to me, it sounds like they're baiting us. They're baiting us by saying
Yep.
this is the direction that we want to go. So we're going to set it up. We're going to tell you it's a great idea. This is the future. This is the way it's going to be. And once everybody commits to it, signs on the dotted line, and converts their cash flow into cryptocurrency, all they got to do is flip a fucking switch, and suddenly everybody's broke.
Yo, do you know
That's it.
no, no, not everybody. Do you know where most cryptocurrency transactions take place nowadays? Because you can't really go to Walmart and buy your TV with your Bitcoin.
Right. Um, no,
Black
I don't.
market. Black market, deep web. All right. That's how you buy something off the black market. You don't use your bank account. You go ahead, you buy Bitcoin, and then you use Bitcoin to buy the shit that you want. You use cryptocurrency. It can be Bitcoin, whatever kind of cryptocurrency, Dogecoin, you know what I mean, whatever it is.
But what
And
would you buy on the black market?
oh fuck, you can fucking buy anything. You can buy people, you can buy guns, you can buy drugs, you can buy body parts, you can pay to see people get murdered. I've been on the dark web, people. It scares me. I feel like as soon as I log on, the FBI is gonna come kick in my door.
Right.
But
There's a reason why it's called the dark web.
um these are just all things that I've found out from researching. There's a lot of things that you can buy on the dark web. Like if there's anything you want, it's on the dark web. You want to try DMT? It's on the dark web. You want to try heroin? Dark web. Do you want
So
to know how to get
basically,
into? You want to know how to get in with the dark cartels and start moving big weight? Get on the dark web.
so okay, so personally, this is just my opinion, but I don't think cryptocurrency is the future.
It's got to be.
Because if you think about it, since I'm not specific, so I'm just going to give like a ballpark. Since give or take about 10 years ago, maybe 12 years ago max, um, they've already done shit like eliminate the checkbook. Now you have a debit card, right? And then now you can use your debit card for credit purchases. Everybody does it, right? So we've already customized ourselves to this style
And don't say
without even
everybody.
realizing it.
I never
Well, no,
take the
okay.
credit option. I always use debit. Take it out right now.
Well, I mean, a lot of machines it's the same as credit. Like I have a debit card and I run it as credit every single time, just because the way my bank set up through my whatever, you're allowed like 8 debit purchases a month, and then any debit purchase after that that requires your 4-digit code, they give you a surcharge. So they charge you for using your money encrypted more than
That's
8 times a
stupid.
month.
That's
It
stupid.
is stupid.
But it's got to be
It is
cryptocurrency, bro, because of just what you said before this. At any given moment, they can flip a switch and everybody's broke.
right.
It costs them more money to make a dollar than what a dollar is worth. It costs you money to make money, literally. But if you change it to cryptocurrency, it costs you nothing to make that money. That money is already technically non-existent. Because all your paper money is right now is just a receipt of debit. That's all it is.
Right. C note.
Yeah. So
It's no more than a promissory note.
so so if you move it to cryptocurrency, you control everything. You control everything. You do something I don't want you to do, you fuck up, I'm just gonna take away all your money. Froze, got nothing.
See,
That
I don't know
cash you've
about
been
you. I don't like that.
saving. I don't like that either. But me and you aren't the ones making the rules. We're the
Right.
ones playing the game.
A game that we never volunteered to play.
No,
The only way you participate is by being born.
exactly. But we gotta play the game, bro. We don't get to make the rules, but that's for that in their standpoint, it's the only way that it works. Because you want ultimate control. That's their goal. Like I can't make a famine happen if I don't control everything. If I make it so that you don't have the money to go to the store and buy the food, you got one or two options. You're either going to starve to death or you're going to commit crime to get that food. And then when you commit the crime and I catch you, I'm going to lock you the fuck up. And what did we talk about last time? In the Constitution, what does it say? When you get locked up, when you get arrested for a felony, you become a slave to the system? Slavery.
Right.
So now we have the entire country that is pretty much locked down and enslaved,
Yep.
all for little petty
Yep.
crimes that we forced you to have to commit. Like, yo, there's this game on the Game Pass. It's called Beholder, and I've been
Hmm.
playing it. It's actually it's weird, but it's a little dope. And basically, what it is your character is a person from Soviet Russia, right? And the government was doing experiments on you, and all these drugs that they gave you made it so that you don't need the ability to sleep ever. Meaning you have all the time in the world to snoop through everybody's shit and hawk everybody and watch them. Now,
Right.
meanwhile, the Soviet government is making pretty much everything illegal. Like, bro, to the point to where it is illegal to have apples. It is illegal to wear jeans. It is illegal to sing in front of the ministry. Um, it is illegal to cry in front of a group of 3 or more people. All right.
Hmm.
So,
Interesting.
and basically the whole concept of the game is that you go around and you just snoop on everybody, and the more people that you get arrested and the more reports that you write on people, the more money you make. You
So
get
it's about being a snitch.
Yeah, it's about being a snitch. But think about it, like that's what they're trying to get to. That's the type of control they're trying to have. Down to the fact of where I can control your emotions. I can control when and when you cannot laugh, cry, smile, anything. You want to take a piss? You got to ask me. You want to take a shit? Got to ask me. You want to fuck your wife? You better ask me and get written approval, and I have to watch.
In the entirety, from
Yep,
start to finish.
start to finish.
Foreplay, all of it.
And if she is not satisfied, I get to satisfy her afterwards. That's the type of control that they want. Not only do you get to fuck your wife, I get to fuck her better when you're done because you don't know what you're doing.
Hmm. It's an interesting way of putting it.
I'm an interesting guy,
Interesting way to put
people.
it.
I think people aren't giving us enough credit. I'm an interesting person. I'm
I
weird as
think
fuck.
I think everybody just needs to work on. I don't know, man. Just wake up. Just wake up. Stop falling for the clickbait. Stop falling for the clickbait. Like, for example, here's a good piece of clickbait. It's been a really tough topic all week long this week. Coca-Cola says that there needs to offer its employees classes on how to be less white. Wow.
On how to be less white.
How to be less white. Coca-Cola
They couldn't have phrased that
offers
differently.
classes. Right.
Because we
They
all know
couldn't
what
have,
you're
they
trying
could
to
have.
say. You could have said we're trying to train our employees to be less abrasive and um, rude and ignorant and biased. You know,
Right. I don't know how to be less white, to be honest with you. Um,
no,
I
no,
don't,
no.
I didn't think that was a thing. But
I
you
don't think
know,
they're talking about all white people. I think they're trying to say they have a lot of Karens that work at Coca-Cola, and they already know.
like, listen, Karen, nobody gives a fuck about your dog at home, okay? Nobody cares about how
Exactly.
you bought little mittens for your dog and then they're really cute because they match your mittens. Nobody cares, Karen. Nobody cares. And she goes, you white people are all the same. Y'all just hateful.
I think everybody's
Listen,
hateful.
folks.
Every race is
Listen.
hateful.
Here we go. Here's an even better slogan, folks, for you. Ready? You want a headline? Here we go. Instead of saying, let's give seminars on teaching people to be less white, how about let's have a group therapy session where everybody stops being an asshole? Ta-da! There's no races. There's no division. That's a self-categorized thing in its own right because assholes come in all shapes and sizes. Here we go. Be less of an asshole. Oh wait, but we can't do that because now everybody now then it'll shift and then everybody's going to be sensitive and then they're going to have feelings and
Or
then wait a minute, that's where we're at right now. We got a bunch of sensitive fucking pussies living trying to run and rule a society or live and exist in society and declare their independence. Say, look at me, I'm here and I'm special. Bitch, you ain't
I
special.
am special.
Together we're special.
My mom said it.
Individually, you're no different than anybody else.
No, my
And
mom
if
said
you're
I'm
confused
special.
in life, then perhaps you should talk to God instead of
Fuck you.
talking to the
My
fucking.
mom said I'm special. I'm special.
Damn it, Joan! Everything's about you. You just happen to be the person that I'm pointing at because you're the only person on the other side of the screen.
I know. I was playing along, man. Damn
I'm
it.
sorry, but
God, no
oh
one ever
man,
gets it. God.
God, yelling. Stop being pussy. Stand up for what you believe in is right, or else the other way is gonna go the other way. You're never
Even
gonna
if
win.
even if it pisses people off.
Who cares?
Exactly. Well, there's a lot of people care. That's the problem. That's the
There's an old
problem.
saying that goes,
Too many
if
people care that someone's gonna get mad at them.
there's an old saying that goes, if it offended you, you needed it. There's a lot of truth behind that. If you're offended, then you needed to hear it. That's the problem.
Exactly.
There's only two genders, folks, male and female. That's
Facts.
it.
Facts.
There is not 58 other ways to identify yourself as a human being. You are a male or you are a female.
What number did
On
you
a
just say?
scientific level, you are a male or a female.
Did you say
I've last
58?
I knew it was 58. Yeah, there's 58 different ways you can identify as yourself. I couldn't tell you, man. There's the word trans hooked to a lot of it, though. Oh, here's one thing that we should talk about, Joe.
I'm not really a male or female. I am an earthworm. I am transworm, people. Please announce to me the right way or not at all. I will sue you and we will be in civil court for the next 10 years. I have nothing better to do.
You're a
Transworm.
transworm.
Transworm, bitch. Get it right.
I'm a
I'm sorry. I don't know why I did that.
Hi, my name's Pat, and I identify as being tall. Sir, that's not a way to identify. Yes, it is. You want to come stand next to me?
You're clearly a starfish. Oh shit.
The only reason why I like Patrick Star so
You
much
wanted
is
to do
because
the voice. You wanted to do the
I
voice. You
I
wanted to
thought
do it.
about it. I really did. I thought
I
about it.
think I think you should go ahead. Just go ahead and do it. I'm gonna make you feel better. It's itching your brain right now. Just go ahead and do it, Pat.
You see it. Ring, ring, ring. Oh, hi. Is this the Krusty Krab? No. This is Patrick. Ring, ring, ring. Hi. Am I called? Is this the Krusty Krab? No. This is Patrick. Sorry. You know
No,
what
that
they
was
say?
awesome, man. That was funny on my end. I don't give a fuck what you people think. That shit was funny.
You know what they say? They say that the Krusty Krab pizza is the very best pizza.
For you and me. Dude, I walk around the house and sing that just to sing it. And kids be looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, man.
So I don't know a whole lot to carry on a long conversation about it. However,
You
I
see you,
saw this
Myanmar.
video of we do see you, Myanmar, and we see what's going on over
Never
in
gonna let people.
Myanmar.
Exactly. I ain't gonna lie. I haven't looked at the news lately. But
Oh, well, so basically, Myanmar, they're still protesting, and the president is still being held in court. So what they're doing, or not in court, but being held in prison, and um, basically, the just like we said before, the government, or not the government, but their military is running the country, and they are going to do another they're going to do another election, basically, a real
Trump's not getting
election.
Trump's not getting another election, bro.
No, no, no. I don't see that happening either.
I'm just letting you know. I know you're a diehard Trump supporter, but he's not getting another election, man. Because
Yeah,
if he does, I think Bernie should get another fucking shot too. Fuck that shit. Real election
Wow, that was
all the way
really
around.
aggressive. You
Let's
shook the
go.
camera and
Let's go.
everything.
Yeah, man, I'm serious on that. I think we should go fucking Bernie, Joe Biden, and Trump. Let's see who fucking really wins. I guarantee you, Bernie will win that shit. Fuck out of here, Bernie Sanders, my nigga.
I
That's
used
why he
to.
was at. That's why he was at the inauguration so pissed off because he's sitting there like, yo, this man cheated me too, and I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm just gonna take the L because that's the type of dude I am. But come on, man, I gotta sit here watching another person cheat me. This is 2 elections in a row I got cheated, and this man's over here running. Get out of here. Oh, clowns.
Yo, I don't look. I don't want.
If it wasn't so
I don't
cold,
want to see.
my,
I wasn't so. I don't want to see. I don't want to see Trump be president again. I don't want to see Biden be president again. I don't want to see Bernie be president again. I want to
fuck you.
see. I want to see some people that you've never seen before.
Elon Musk.
I want to see. I want to see some people that you've never. You didn't have the luxury of watching them be in the fucking in politics for the past 30 years.
Yeah, but see,
You
I think,
know,
but see, Bernie's been fighting for us that whole time though. Whole time he's been in office. He's been fighting for the regular people. He's never switched up his stance. He's always kept 100 with you.
but he really likes socialism. That's what I don't buy into.
Okay, so what's so bad with that? What's so bad with saying, you know what, we're gonna take care of everybody, especially now that minimum wage just got raised to $15 an hour, bro. You do understand that every cost of living thing is gonna go up. Your gas is already shot up. Milk is gonna shoot up. Eggs, bread. Sorry about that. Excuse me. Everything. Your cost of living is gonna skyrocket just because everyone's getting paid a little bit more dollars an hour. Maybe socialism is the way to go if that's how they're going to work things because capitalism's not working. For every dollar you make, I want $2. That's capitalism.
But capitalism has been working. Why do you think the elected officials and people that are there in the first place?
Has it been working? No.
It has been working for the other team. Yeah,
But see,
capitalism,
that's not who
staged as
Bernie.
democracy.
That's not who Bernie's fighting for, and that's not what true socialism should be fighting for either. It's fighting for the people. It's saying, you know what, our job as the government is to take care of you because if it wasn't for you, there would be no me. What's wrong with that? There's some people, did you know, what's wrong with giving the people the true opportunity to actually say, you know what? You don't need to go to that 9 to 5 every day to provide everything in your life. You do need a job if you want to have all of the extra things. But what's good? That what I'm trying to say
Sorry.
is if everyone at the lower standpoint and up was able to provide for themselves the natural basis of living, food, rent, and all that shit. You know what I mean? Lights, clothes on your back, without really having to struggle for it, you would be able to go out and do something that's productive for the world instead of doing a job to pay your bills. Instead of surviving, you would be able to contribute. I guarantee, in my opinion, I feel that there
But
would
don't
be there would be more people that would be able to help our society than hinder it. You wouldn't have massive drug problems. You wouldn't have the people out here pushing drugs and everything like that. Because what the fuck do I need to go out here and risk my life for? I got everything I need and everything I want. All I got to do is do a little bit of work for it. I can go out and
okay,
find something
but
that I
that's
love
but
to do.
but that's if everybody buys into it and go and runs with it, and everybody's got to be on board. But okay, so there's that. But what about the people who are already the freeloaders of the world, anyways? Now you're making it even more legal for them to be a freeloader, depending on the system.
See, yes, we do have a problem where there's a bunch of people that live off the system.
Right.
But
All you got to do
here,
is cry poverty, and you can get
but
help.
see,
You can get whatever you need.
here's also the flip side to that. Because me and you have seen it with our own eyes. Those people aren't living lives of luxury. They're not living their best life. The people that,
No, but they're
but
still
see,
enjoying it because it's a ride.
those people are going to exist no matter what kind of society you build, unless you have a straight
Parasites.
Victorian, yeah, unless you have a straight Victorian society where you have to wake up and go to work every day at this time, or else you're going to end up fucking dead or in prison. Unless you have that society, you're always going to have freeloaders. So, but with what I'm talking about, if you have a person that sits there and wants to sit there and wither away in their own house and play video games and do nothing with their life, what does that matter to you? But what I'm talking about is that little boy who can go from growing up with no food in the house and thinking that he has to do some fucked up shit to pay his bills when he gets to be a older kid, to that kid has the ability to grow and nurture himself in his mind and has the ability to be a better person because he doesn't have to worry about where his next meal is coming from. Because see, that's what
But I
I
mean, we
think would
already
end
have
up happening.
programs for that.
But no, but really you don't though, bro. You know how hard it is to get some of those programs?
All you got to do is cry poverty. You have
No,
to
you
just say
no.
out loud that
You have to be able to
I'm
prove
poor,
it.
and they will help you.
No, you have to be able to prove it, bro. I've tried to get food stamps. I've tried to get Medicaid. It's not that it I don't get it. I've never been able to get it my entire life. I've always made too much money. When I was a single person, I made like $50 too much. And then when I had a kid, I still, because you know you got to go with your girlfriend and everything, the first and both mother, especially when you guys live together, made too much. You know what I mean? Because as
Right.
my life has progressed, I've slowly progressed. Like I've
So
never
you're
made it
basically what you're
to out
saying.
of the poverty level, but I've made it too high in the poverty level for them to say, you we're not going to help you. Like technically I still live within the poverty level.
Which is crazy.
I live
Why do we
I
have
am
classes?
I am a what would be considered upper lower upper third class, lower class, sorry. Upper lower class. Like literally I'm literally like maybe $5,000 away from being considered a middle class American.
It's
So
fucked
I
up.
yeah, so I make too much money for me to be considered for me to get any kind of help from the government. But when you sit there and you look at the fact that I got 7 people living in my house that I gotta take care of, and granted, I'm not the only one working, but there's still that's 7 mouths that gotta get fed 7 days a week, 3 times a fucking day. All of us need toilet paper, clothes, soap, all the things that go into a house. But uh, we don't have enough money for everything. We have enough to get by, barely, but we get by. Some months we don't have this, some months we don't have that, but we have enough. You know what I mean? Like, and in the socialist
So
society, we wouldn't have to worry about that shit. Like, we would be able to take some of what they're giving us. It, like, perfect example, Andrew Yang, the guy that was trying to give everybody $1,000 a month. That every adult. I got 3 people in my house that live here that are over the age of 18. So that'd be 3 grand a month, right? So we're gonna say two because I'm not gonna really count my nieces. So that's 2 grand a month between me and Erica. That's rent. Boom, $1,000. That's another grand. That's light bill. That's internet. That's car payment. That's insurance. You know what I mean? Like that. That's a nice little chunk. So everything that
the
I
cost of
work
living is
for,
just outrageous.
exactly. So everything else that I'm working for can be for the little shit. Kids' clothes, video games, school trips, vacations, stuff like that. Things that everybody aspires to. Like, I don't want to be rich, bro. You know what I want to be able to do? Take my vacation. Be able to take my kids on vacation. be able to afford to
twice
take
a year.
exactly once in the wintertime when it's cold, and then once in the summertime. Let's go camping somewhere. Let's go on let's go out to California. Let's go drive somewhere. Just get an RV and drive. You know what I mean? The type of shit that our grandparents were able to give our parents. We can't do that. You know what I mean? Like it's not possible. Like it's possible, but the type of shit that you gotta do, you gotta live off of credit. Middle America right now is just a bunch of people living off of credit. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm going on a rant.
Credit's a fucking scam, anyways.
Exactly.
What a stupid system. It's about as right up there as stupid as creating social class. Or not social classes, but wealth
Yeah,
classes.
because
That's fucking stupid.
these people may
You're
not look at,
stupid.
but just like just like me as a lower class American, if a middle class American misses one paycheck, they still fuck. Most of us, most of us, most of us don't have more than 10 grand stacked away in the bank. That's a problem. I've been working my whole life since I was since I was what? Not 18. Since I was 14 years old legally, been working. I don't have more than 10 grand stacked up. Now, granted, that is not my problem. I was wild with my money when I was younger. But shit,
Part of
man.
getting older.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's an issue.
I admit that you know everything about our current system is busted,
Yeah,
and
one fuck up and you're done.
that's messed up. They kind of like wave the banner of the flag as a symbol of freedom, while ironically holding you down.
Yeah.
The man. Oh yeah, we've all heard that phrase. The man. The man's always sticking it to us.
America's the land of the illusion of freedom.
It's the land of opportunity if you're dirty enough.
Listen,
Mm.
if someone has the right to sit there and tell you, listen, if you don't do this, I'm a lock you up. You're not free. You're not free.
Right?
Just because you have the ability to leave your house, get in a car, and drive somewhere, doesn't mean you're free.
Right.
Especially when you
Your
drive
car's
too.
got a tracker.
Yep. And especially when you drive too far, there's gonna be somebody that says, you got a passport?
Yeah.
You're not free, man. They control you. They control your movements. If they don't want you to leave, you're not leaving.
You got a little chip in your credit card or your debit card. That's how they could follow you. They got you have a fucking cell phone. They follow you.
Yep.
Your car, if you got any kind of sort of newer car and it's got one of those, big fancy built-in systems that you can link your phone to, well, guess
Don't even
what?
need one of those,
They
bro.
track you on your car too.
They don't even need one of those. Listen, they've been tracking us for years, man. Any car that they got to hook up to a machine to read the computer chip in your engine to pass inspection, they can track you.
And when we're saying they, folks, we're not saying anybody in specifics except for the bad guys. That's who the they are. And I'm sorry, we can't fully define who the bad guys are. I'm sure you all have an idea. I'm sure you all have thoughts. And I'm sure that you're probably right
I think
because,
I think you're the bad guy.
like Billie Eilish,
I think you're just a sleeper cell.
I'm the bad guy.
Yep, that's what it is. You're just a sleeper cell.
Possibly.
That's why you
I'm a
can
big
do all
meat
these.
puppet.
That's why you can do all these impressions.
I'm a meat puppet. Well, I thought it's because I was an alien, Joe.
Yeah, sleeper cell alien, bro. Come on, keep up. You're a lizard person, man. Lizard person.
I
Say it
am.
right. Lizard person. That's why
A draconian.
that's why when we were having that episode, you had such bad reception because your people telepathically couldn't let it happen, so they fucked your mic up.
They're like, no, don't do this.
So, feeling safe, Pat?
Hashtag feeling safe yet?
Feeling safe yet?
Yo, if you guys need to, go ahead, man. I don't know how to copyright shit, but we created that. That's going to be the newest craze. Hashtag feeling safe yet? Because it doesn't matter how you interpret it. There's many different ways that it can be interpreted.
And the next time you guys are out
But we do call this shit safety meeting. I'm
and
just saying.
you're smoking with your buddies, just let them know. You about to have a safety meeting, bro.
Safety meeting? What the fuck is that? What do we have to talk about? What do you mean safety meeting? And then you got the old school guy like me over in the back going,
Yo,
oh,
if there's anybody out there that knows how to make logos, get up with me. I got some ideas in my head, but I don't know how to use the computer to make them. Just, you know what I mean? Might as well throw it out there. Holler at your boy. Let me know. I don't want you to make it. I just want you to let me know how to do it.
right? Jake can make some shit. You never know.
Let me know, Jake.
So,
I know you're gonna see this. Let me know.
so I guess I don't know. I guess let's do a review. What did
You
we
wanna know
learn today?
what did I learn?
What, yeah,
That cryptocurrency is the next thing. That they're
but
gonna
we've
use
been known that.
that they're gonna use aliens, a fake alien invasion, and oh, another thing, supernatural like uh, earth events, like volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, everything like
Which
that.
are happening.
Yes. Do you know how that? Do you know? Fun fact, people, how they make earthquakes happen? They found this out by accident, apparently. It's called like hydro ejecting. They take a bunch of water, like they did it in over by China a couple years ago, and caused like a really bad earthquake. Um, they ejected 300,000 gallons of water underneath one of the crust plates, causing the plate to move, causing what? An earthquake. So they know how to make
Hmm.
earthquakes.
There's lots of volcanoes I've noticed though, been popping up all over the place.
Wasn't there one that erupted not too long ago?
Yeah. Uh, what is it? Chiyuka?
I don't know. I remember seeing something about it, but wasn't really paying attention. So what'd you learn tonight, Pat?
I learned that
I learned I talk too much.
Patrick Star is probably the coolest cartoon character ever made.
Facts.
Uh, Operation what? Blue
Project Bluebeam.
oh, Project Bluebeam. Check that out. I learned that. Well, I didn't really learn. I kind of knew, but we were reviewing and refreshing how there's a broken system.
Oh, one thing I definitely learned. Fuck Tom Brady. No, it's not football season, but I'm always keeping that energy. Even after you retire, fuck Tom Brady.
Goat.
Goat my
He doesn't
ass.
even look like a goat.
Nope.
Whoever came up with that, that was a stupid concept.
He
Whoever
looks
came
like
up with calling somebody the goat.
he looks
Why
like
does
a
everything
guy.
need to be abbreviated?
He
Fucking
looks like
lazy
a
bastards. Just
he
say
looks
greatest of all time.
he looks like a guy who sucked dick, won championships, and eats avocado ice cream. Oh
Oh no, he
man,
didn't.
I know you don't
Mm-mm.
watch. I know you don't really watch this shit like that. But shout out to Manly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm trying to think what else have we learned.
I don't. I think that's it, man. I think that's all we learned. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tell
No, I
people I love you. Peace out. Drink safely.
safety meeting.
Drive safely. Don't
Be
smoke and
good.
drive.
Be good to each other.